Hey everyone, welcome back to Osage Prairie Trains. We're looking at the corner of the layout where I've actually done some scenery with this gravel pad and the truck parked there and the crossings over the tracks. And I have decided that I'm going to take this area out, turn it into just a grass area for now, and figure out what I want to do in this area in the future, but just turn it into grass. That way I kind of leave my options open. Um, on the inside of the inner loop here, I have this spur track that hasn't been connected yet, but I'm going to get that connected this weekend. And I got an idea for an engine maintenance facility in here with a sanding tower and things along those lines. So I think I'm just going to have that on the inner part of the loop and just turn this back to vegetation, remove those crossings from the tracks, and if I ever decide to add that back in, I'll be able to. But that's what I'm thinking, so stay tuned. And we're back, and as you can see, the gravel area has been removed and returned to a grass-like area here. Track has been reballasted back to normal, and we've got kind of a clean slate for future scenery in this area. This weekend I've been working on this spur area over here. It's going to be the maintenance area, and I've got a sanding tower that I put together from Walthers, and there's a brick building that came with it. I did not assemble the sand bunker that came with it. I figured this was more of a modern setup, and I'm not sure how modern that is. It's more of an older feature, I think, that was used. So I'll leave it to your imagination of where the sand comes from to go into this tower that's used to fill locomotives with sand for that they use for assistance over steep grades. But the pieces of this kit are pretty fragile, and as you might expect, I broke several of them as I was putting it together, but was able to salvage it enough and kind of rig it all together. I looked at a lot of pictures of different sanding towers, and that's the key word, different. I don't think there's any two alike, and so took a little creative liberty with this and found several pictures of ones that looks very similar to this that are, in service in real life. So I'm also really happy with how this brick building turned out with the brick. I painted it a light cream color and then wiped that paint off, and the paint filled in the mortar areas. So it looks really good, and pleased with how the chimney came out on it as well. So kind of swing it around here and so you can look at that. But I didn't put the I guess there's a cupola, that I guess that's what you'd call it, on top. It didn't really line up really well when it was coming together, but I think the building still looks complete with the chimney and roof and everything. So like I said, pleased with how the sanding tower turned out. Think it's going to look really good. I've got some ideas of how I'm going to do the scenery over here. Like I said, this is kind of a maintenance area, and really happy with how it turned out. So appreciate you watching. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you next time.